The county is hard at work trying to craft a budget for fiscal year 2017. We'll tell you more about the budget process later in our program. But first, Arlington County has launched Text to 911. This option is particularly useful for those who are hearing impaired or in a situation where they are unable to speak. But please remember, call if you can, text if you can't. Voice calls make it easier for dispatchers to give instructions. To find out more, check our website. Search Text 911. The 2015 Design Arlington Awards honored 11 recipients whose architectural and landscape designs showcase the best of Arlington. The winners include public art, new construction, and renovations of private homes and commercial spaces. See the winning works on the Design Arlington website. The county board is busy holding work sessions with the county manager and department heads as they work to craft the fiscal year 2017 budget. Here's County Manager Mark Schwartz to tell you more about the proposed budget.
Building where I have a proposal to the board that actually talks about cutting the tax rate by a half cent. If the board adopts that half cent cut, Arlingtonians will still be paying increased amounts of taxes this year, but the increase will be the lowest it's been in the last 5 years, and that's really good. The revenues that we're getting from real estate came in a little bit better than we thought, and also we've done a really fantastic job with our retirement system, and some of our costs there actually went down. And putting together the budget with those funds available, there were a few priorities we tried to meet. One was to focus on our economic competitiveness and also on open government. And the third, which is taking a look at some of our strategic priorities and doing some strategic budgeting. So I've been able to touch each of those areas. Turns out that over the last 6 months to a year, we're seeing some really good signs about our economy turning around, specifically the vacancy rate in our buildings. The vacancy rate's coming down, which is good. As we review the budget with the county board, we have about at least a dozen work sessions with the board where we sit in the county boardroom and we have conversations with board members. As long as those meetings have been going on for the number of years, they've never been broadcast and never been accessible to the public other than having them come to Courthouse Plaza. So now, I like to joke a little bit about this, from the convenience of your couch with your popcorn in hand and whatever kind of snacks you want, you'll be able to listen to these exciting budget work sessions. And not only that, but two of our more important commissions, the Transportation Commission and the Planning Commission, who meet in the county boardroom, those meetings will be live streamed and broadcast, which I think is a great thing. So this year, we've embarked upon laying out a series of areas that we want to look at over the next few years where we can build up some consensus in the community and also do some fact-finding. Let me give you a few examples. The county has a number of call centers. So when you want to get your mulch ordered, you call the Department of Environmental Services call center. If you want to find out general information about the county, you call the county central service number, which is run by libraries. We have call centers in many of our departments, but consolidating those all to provide better customer service would make a lot of sense. But we have to walk through the mechanics of that and figure out how people who are served by those programs will feel like they're continuing to get the service that they need. We have a police force which does a fantastic job, but which is incredibly overworked, and they're being forced to come back on overtime, and the quality of their life is being degraded. So in that case, what I've done is I've proposed 6 additional patrol officers. Also with the fire department, we're proposing for finally to complete the 4-person staffing on all our engine companies. We've been trying to do that for the last 15 years and weren't quite able to get there. And then also some additional staff for the sheriff's department. They've faced, over the last 5 years, an explosion in population. And some years they've had an additional 1,000 students. I think this year it's somewhere between another 700 and 800 students. And so we're providing the additional funds for that according to the revenue sharing agreement. Overall, a budget that proposes a reduction in the tax rate, still an increase in the tax burden, but not as much as it's been in the last 5 years, and some investments in some key priorities.
As part of its open government program, Arlington began live broadcasting and streaming the work sessions this month. You can watch them on Comcast Channel 74 or Verizon 39 and view the stream or archived meetings on our website. The Friends of the Arlington Public Library are hosting the 3rd annual Lit Up Ball, a dress-up social event with a literary theme. This year's event will take place on March 12th at 8 p.m. at the Clarendon Ballroom, and the theme is Alice in Wonderland. The ball raises money for the library's early literacy initiatives, and all proceeds go to support 1,000 books before kindergarten. Learn more on the Friends of the Library website and get your ticket today. Beginning in March, you may notice a slight change in the way Arlington's water tastes and smells. Every year, the Washington Aqueduct, which provides Arlington's water, switches disinfectants. This year's changeover takes place from March 7th through May 2nd. For more information, check our website, keyword water quality. The Arlington County Board proclaimed March as Including People with Developmental Disabilities Month. This gives us a chance to honor the good work done by the people and organizations that serve those with developmental disabilities in our community. If you want to help or know someone who needs help, check the Department of Human Services website to learn about the array of services and opportunities available. And finally, the Art Bus is a great way to get around Arlington, but it's also a great way to see some art. Art on the Art Bus is a mobile gallery that rotates routes. To find out where there's an art route near you, check arlingtontransit.com for the schedule. You get where you want to go and see some art along the way. Well, that's it for this week. Watch us on TV and subscribe on our YouTube channel to watch all of our programs. Just click on the red subscribe button on the YouTube page. And we'll see you next time, Around Arlington.